unlikely surroundings of a park near Birmingham. As Steve Lee reports, both came through the test well.
Sebastian Coe is very much a clubman these days, and wearing the vest of Haringey at Sutton Park, he rubs shoulders with athletes who normally only dream of sharing the track with him. Coe ran the 3.1-mile short stage and showed that his winter training had sharpened his appetite. His time of 14 minutes in a gusty wind was the second fastest of the day and lifted his team 6 places up the field. Another familiar face, another world record holder. Dave Moorcroft, running for Coventry Godiva, is back from a winter in New Zealand and Australia. He ran the longer 5.6-mile stage in an impressive 25 minutes, 45 seconds, again the second fastest. But the efforts of Moorcroft and Coe, although of great personal value, didn't do their club sides much good. Tipton Harriers took the title, with Haringey and Coventry not even in the first 4.
Ken Hitchens and Pauline Stevenson got married in Merthyr Tydfil today, and if it was 5th time lucky, as Elvin Thomas explains.
At long last, they've made it. Pauline and Ken have become Mr. and Mrs. Hitchings at the 5th attempt. Their wedding was first planned for the summer of 1979, but Ken got run over and broke his leg. They postponed until January 1980, but just before the ceremony, Ken broke his leg again. So back to the drawing board, and 6 months later, in August 1980, Ken got as far as his stag night, but he got a little over-enthusiastic during a pub crawl, and, you've guessed it, ended up in plaster again. The 4th attempt was last Christmas, but a burglary during which all the wedding presents were stolen forced yet another postponement. This time, however, Pauline did have a trump card up her sleeve. She'd bought a new wedding dress, because the old one might have had a jinx on it, and after all, it was getting a little old-fashioned.
That's all from David and me on BBC1. Good night.
Hello. Well, for that wedding, they certainly had it warm and close. I do hope they have a little sun later. In fact, as far as sunshine's concerned, a lot of it to come yet for the bank holiday. I think especially down in southern parts it will get cooler, though, as this high pressure pushes across and brings in an easterly wind. Up in the north, this front has brought a little bit of rain, but that is now dying away completely. In fact, if we look on the satellite picture, it shows just the remnants left now over southern parts of Ireland there, and a little bit coming into England. But that is really fading away all the time. And as far as tomorrow's concerned, another dry day with a good deal of sunshine. But as I've already said, with the winds turning easterly down over in southern parts of the country, it will turn a good deal cooler than it has been today, particularly, I think, right along that eastern coast, with the wind coming in off the sea, 11 centigrades, only 52 Fahrenheit, and there will be patches of cloud running along that eastern coast too. And then on Easter Monday, it looks as though it's going to be another dry day with a fair amount of sunshine. The highest temperature, I think, up in northern, northwestern parts of England, 23 centigrade is 73 Fahrenheit. Still cooler in this southeastern part, particularly near that coast, and up in northwestern parts of Scotland too. I think you'll have a fair amount of cloud from time to time. Well, that's it from me. Bye-bye.
Highlights of your Easter Day entertainment on BBC1. At 7:15, Chariots of Fire, the television premiere of a triumph of the British cinema. The Oscar-winning success story of 2 great Olympic champions.
I'd like to wish you the best of success. Thank you. And may the best man win.
At 9:15, Mastermind reaches the first semi-final, and returning to answer questions on new subjects are Bob Fowkes, Primrose Wood, Richard Joby and Malcolm Parnell. At 10 o'clock, I Was Jesus, some celebrated actors giving their reactions to undertaking this demanding role.
Obviously was a man that had incredible magnetism and a great sense of for the teachings and philosophies of life, you know. I mean, there's a load of sense in the Bible.
Chariots of Fire, Mastermind, and I Was Jesus. Highlights of Easter Day on BBC1.
On BBC1 now, 4 ladies, each blessed with her own driving force. In 50 minutes, the return of New York cops Cagney and Lacey. That's after Jen and Donna, who are on the final stage in achieving their driving ambition.